Hello, hi. Today is the 13th of April 2025. And what's so special about this Sunday is that it's, for us, it's the Palm Sunday. And so, whether you believe or you share our excitement, how we celebrate what this means to us. Actually, in our belief system, every person is beneficiary, has something to thank, to remember what this Palm Sunday means, whether you believe it or not, because that's just is. I have a reason why I have taken myself to this video and shout out to the people to whom I owe so much. My current status and the reason for my Thanksgiving, and yes, it cannot be denied. I'm truly happy at the result of so much work, so much perseverance, and shout out to the people, to the gentlemen, and to the ladies behind them. And of course, a shout out to those who have got me here so far. I owe so much to you. So wherever you are, I hope that you're having a great time and that you deserve a break. So I just want to say thank you that I, even though I have this need to explain and to elaborate on the behind the probably confusing words that I had used in the past, where the timelines have had been confusing. I was speaking of the future, I was speaking of the present, and I was also mentioning the past. No wonder the one who had received and read my letter had been quite at a loss how to respond or how to understand, how to act regarding my letter. So now I will be given a chance to explain it, but fortunately, it is not to like to backtrack or to apologize for the glaring wrong decisions that I did, which I to this day I still stand to be true and correct. That they had been, there is a reason why the due process, it's not a one thing, one day resolution to any conflict or dispute. It has different parts and it goes through a different time period. And the preliminary letters that I had sent, even though it could not bring clarity to the probably to the showing the concerns in the best light, still it had established the, the some matters of fact that I am standing on at this time. Yes, I had been alive back then. Yes, those incidents had happened. Yes, those incidents could, the examination of those events in the past could not bring satisfaction to all the parties. Unlike now, in the presence of other proof and facts that had happened along the way to this date, things are really different. So thank you so very very much. That some things are clearer now. Like there was there was no need to be to to like so much distrust over the actions that I did towards their man. There is no other way of saying it. Like the girlfriend and the wife, and that I had received much flack about how things had turned out, because my motive and intent had always been a suspect as far as parties of interests are concerned. So, having gone through the period where a clear communication could have set things right, like, oops, keep away from my man, he's my man, something like that. It could have prevented so much negative thoughts and messaging. And but it's understandable that we go through, and sometimes it is what is called for. Like, had it been the other way around, I would have probably, I could probably have done worse. Because that's the way it is now. Actually, the times where the blurred lines are really blurred, and that the threat can come from any gender, because of especially that in the days of multitasking, some time that should be spent with family and loved ones are snatched away by the gadgets, by something interesting, by something like, oh, one more video, or one more podcast, or oh, one more stream, something like that. So the time spent, the quality time spent, quality, it means being all there emotionally, physically, mentally. Yes, right? That's the challenge for us now. Like, we can be with a person physically, but the thoughts and the emotions are elsewhere. So it doesn't feel right, and it can cause friction in the relationships. So it is so understandable that, especially like a letter arriving bearing the name of yours truly, Clarissa M. Talaga Garcia, and the letters had kept on coming. The letters kept coming, and and then the bills that had to be paid by this woman. So, if there had been some kind of barrier in the relationship, it would be it would be like the crack. It will highlight the sort of the trial that the relationship has been going through. And unfortunately for me, I was the one who had to be I was the one who had to make it clear. But all's well that ends well, because it's the hazard of the profession. We all have to live in the world of the married. Wow, it's the title of the movie. Anyway, we all have to live in the world of the married and the singles, and any kind of temptation. But it's also a wake up call that in order to address it, physical presence is not enough. The emotional connection, and especially the mental. If something is bugging, or if one cannot be all present even for just a short time, like so much things are on the mind of the person, it can spell trouble. And I'm just glad that all's well, that ends well, and that nobody was put to hotspot wherein there any problem that cannot be undone, the consequences that cannot be undone. And yes, and it's for my sake, also on my side, it's a relief also that nothing had come out of it. Like, always, like, because you know how Filipinos are, we have families, extended families, like clan, and it would not do to have my name one after another had been dragged and attached. It called attention to my decision making, to my capacity, to my status, to how I have handled my responsibility as the head of the family. So all these things had happened. Oh my gosh, you wouldn't believe the assortment of complications that um, I had to sort out, and the best course of action that I did was take myself away from the equation so that the, they have a term for it, the escalation of conflict, so that the the sense of ownership, or the sense of one in the relationship, will not be threatened anymore. But they say it's a lot of nothing burger. They said that um, sometimes time is the best solver of a problem. Like, it calms us down enough for us to think and to deal with ourselves first. So in the last months that I had, pretty much kept myself company, 1 month job in doing the housekeeping and sorting out my finances, and one-way communication, and going through the possibilities of a more technological based communication. I have been able to become sort of a phantom to some relationship issues, which actually I am not a concerned party. And somehow it has taken away the pressure also for me, to justify and defend myself. There was actually no need to defend myself and to justify my presence and to overly, hard sell my capacity as a contract consultant, as a person who can deliver on the promises that I made in the letters, like in the proposals, in the proposition letters, in the MOA or MOU that I had submitted in the past. So I had not, sometimes, because when we're at the height of being subjective and emotional, as if we're being under attack from all sides, the more troublesome consequences can happen, and those are hard to undo. So pretty much the more serious consequences had been avoided, and so much thanks to the to this gentleman. Thanks so much, and shout out to you. So I hope that you are enjoying the weekend and the holiday. And as for me, I am quite revving up. Actually, I am it's high time for me to reintegrate and explain if there is a need for it. But if there is none, I should be the one to like give three sentences or what, to explain my absence and what will be happening. And of course, any information that they will share would come as a direct relay of knowledge and information. So it is better also for us to be to know where each of us stands. And so that's it this Sunday, and I am looking forward also for the visit. May is always giving me a flack about my bangs. I told her to back off, okay? I am not going to meddle in how she does her hair, but please stay away from my bangs. I like it very much. So that's it for now, and bye.